Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics playing host to the LA Clippers. The Los Angeles Clippers control the tap. Beverly, his first effort off the mark. Boston with the basketball. To Hayward. Probing the defense. Hayward. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Tatum. That's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First free throw is good. Second of 3 is good. Perfect from the line. Hits all 3 of them. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know, just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. George. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Here comes the screen. Cruises inside for 2.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Leonard. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
To Jaylen Brown. Trying to cash in, add 2 points to the board.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
To Jaylen Brown. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Celtics have it. Flushes it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a Proud City.
George, he made his first effort, but not that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
George, straight down the middle, 4-2. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Ah, the monster stuff. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Tatum. That's good D. Shot no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Paul George, 3 for 4. Good start.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 11, Cantor. Entering the game for the Clippers. Number 23, Louis Williams.
To Jaylen Brown. Nothing going here on that drive. Brown to the basket, but his shot won't fall. Beverly into the front court. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. And a nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Number 7, Jaylen Brown.
George, down low to Williams. Off the assist.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Shot from in close, no good. And finishes strong.
Number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
The assist from number 36, Marcus Smart.
The first quarter's complete. It's been all Clippers so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Cantor. And it's Cantor. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Williams across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Harkless. Williams. Not that time. He missed it. And stuffs it home.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Williams. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
He gets it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Williams. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Trailing by 15. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Clippers have the basketball. For three, it's good. Defense has to pick things up.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Here comes the screen. Walker to Cantor. And it's Cantor above the rim.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Walker with the basketball. Down a bundle. To Hayward. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. He's 2 for 2 now.
I know these mishaps happen defensively, but sometimes this can be the best thing for an offensive player who maybe hasn't found his rhythm yet. Don't let him get going.
And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Knocks down the first. Knocks down the second free throw. Three for three. Nice. Celtics have it. Walker to Hayward. Even to Zubats. Tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 36, Marcus Smart.
Walker. No good. That's great defense.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Paul George to Harkless. Baseline drive. Kawhi Leonard. Can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Boston with the basketball. To Hayward. Easy path to the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard knocks it down and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
If you're the defender, you can't keep your hand outwards in the pocket of the shooter. The offensive player recognized that. He raked his arms into yours on his way up to take the shot. That's a foul every time.
Patrick Beverly.
Hayward to Marcus Smart.
Second quarter.
Boston with 4 to shoot. Hayward. That won't go. To George. Harkless. Kawhi Leonard. Wide open look, won't go. To Harkless. Celtics have it. To Harkless. Leonard. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
George. Paul George. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
That misses with 3 seconds left. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Leonard. They need something to go down. It's no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
They get it to George, down low. Strong finish for Paul George.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Leonard to Paul George. And the finish, slam dunk.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Now a drive, but the shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Ah, rocking the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And the basket good at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Beverly into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. And the slam.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good. To George. Rises for the slam.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Tough shot. He hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
The drive, right to the basket, and the finish. Jay, it counts for 2, but that was pretty.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
And a throwdown.
Huh, what a move. But the move never should have happened in the first place, especially if there's communication from the help side defender. You have to let that guy know which way he can force him defensively to where there's help.
Brown with the 3, with a hand in his face.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
And 2 points to the board. Timeout called here by the Clippers as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Williams into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Here comes the screen. Tatum. He engulfed him that time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Celtics have it. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Tatum. Not that time. Great pass to set it up. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
George can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
The quarter comes to an end, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
Tatum, that's off the side of the rim, short. To Beverly. Patrick Beverly. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Notice that the defense